Hello, Badraven here. I just figured I'd make a video today about my Star Wars collection of different media that I've collected my Star Wars movies on. Thought I would show you. I'm playing kind of a rant video towards George Lucas and Disney for what they, haven't done yet for the Star Wars fans. But I want to first show you the. This is not the first one I ever got. Like a big dummy, when I got the first separate ones of Star Wars and New Hope and Empire and Return of the Jedi VHSs, they were the older ones. But like when I updated to my DVD, I hadn't sold them like a big dummy, thinking I'd never want to see them again. But I ended up selling them. So when this new set came out, well, not new, but back in the day where it was new, I bought these two, but I still had my old ones too. So I sold my real old ones, probably the ones I really liked the most, even though these are probably the same transfer anyway. But besides the point, I got rid of the original ones that were on VHS. And I ended up with this box set, because when this box set came out, I don't know the date exactly, but they said this would be the last time you'd see the cut of the movie that was like the movie in the theatrical cut, So I figured I'd want to, make sure I hang on to that, because when it came out in DVD later on, you know what they did to it. But I'll show you this. It's got Darth Vader on the front. They call this the Faces Edition because it's got the faces of the character. It's also like the ones on the Laserdisc. They came out with the Laserdisc version that had the same artwork and stuff like that. You got the front with half of Vader's face and the spine with Vader's face, and a great little thing from George Lucas himself talking about his experience with making the movies. And you get all of them together. New Hope, Empire, and Return of the Jedi. Okay, when you open it up, you get the three individual ones. We'll start with A New Hope. This is the artwork that they put on, the new artwork they put on back then. This is the spine and the top and the back. I'll show you the tape itself. It's got the different label from back in the day. That's the New Hope one. Then you have the Empire Strikes Back. It's got the Stormtrooper on it and the walkers, the snow walkers on it. And then you got the logo on the side, logo on the top, and the artwork on the back of this one. I always liked the Stormtrooper. One of my favorite characters in the Star Wars, my trilogy version. Then you have Return of the Jedi, which is, it had two bad guys on those two. Now we got a good guy, Jedi Master of Yoda, on this front cover. The Return of the Jedi, which was going to be called Revenge, but the Revenge of the Jedi until they decided that Jedis don't get revenge. So they changed it last minute to Return. Here's the logo on the side, logo on the top, and the back artwork. And the tape, Star Wars, Return of the Jedi. I think I showed you the tape, I'm not sure, on Empire. That's the Empire Strikes Back one. I forgot to show you that. So that was the big set before the uncut, unaltered. Would be the last time you would see the uncut, unaltered version, supposedly, back in the day. I remember paying a pretty good price for these at my Walmart. Even though I had them all individually, my first wife thought I was crazy to buy them again, but that's the start of rebuying these all the time. Then DVD, they released the DVD set. Now the DVD set, I like the the way it looks here. It's a classical look. It's got the it's embossed. Got the silver and the black, and you got the characters of the original poster, made on here to represent it, but Star Wars trilogy on it. Really, really nice packaging. Then you have the top with the logo. Make sure I got that right. Then in the back you got, Darth Vader embossed with the Star Wars trilogy thing. Then you got the side with the Death Star and X-Wing. Not X-Wing, but TIE Fighter flying through. And then this is really cool where they got it all Roman numeraled, even though the first one wasn't Roman numeral. Except before the New Hope, Empire Strikes Back Part 5, and Return of the Jedi Part 6. It slides out, and this is the widescreen edition. The other one, it was a pan and scan. It was a different color. Might have been gold. And this is cool. You got the Millennium Falcon flying through space. It looks like one of the X-Wings is fighting at it. And then you got the, of course, the TIE Fighter and the Death Star logo. And then you got a picture of the long time ago in a galaxy far away slogan with the TIE Fighter and the X-Wing going at it. And then you got all the movies on the side. There's 3 movies and like a documentary or edited scenes, all that stuff. So we'll look at those. Starting with Part 4, A New Hope. Change on the artwork of this one from the other ones. Changed it up a little bit, but still pretty cool. Pretty cool artwork. Got the logo on the side and all this on the back. Open it up. I like that they used the original poster artwork for the disc cover. Really nice. You can get some wild artwork here to display. Neat edition. Then you have the Empire Strikes Back Part 5. Even had Lando Calrissian on it. Can you believe it? And you have the spine of Star Wars Empire Strikes Back on it. And you got the walkers on the Hoth planet attacking. Like I said, they used the original artwork on the poster art on this. Really cool. Really funky art on this side here of Darth Vader. Neat disc. Then you have Star Wars Episode 6, Return of the Jedi. And you got the Jedi himself, Luke Skywalker, Darth Vader, and the Emperor in the background. And the Death Star, the rebuilt Death Star. The Millennium Falcon going through there. Star Wars Return of the Jedi on the spine. And the artwork of the Millennium Falcon and the X-Wings and all of them fighting in front of the new rebuilt Death Star. And they did the same thing. They used the poster art with the Return of the Jedi on the disc. Really neat. And one of the techno-funk artwork on there. Alright, that goes for that. Went out there with the, wait, one more. Here it is. The Star Wars Trilogy bonus material. Now here it's got the Darth Vader mask with all the different characters in his eyes. Star Wars bonus material spine. And George Lucas and Mark Hamill on the back where they filmed the first one. The artwork in here is a well-drawn picture on the disc art. Kind of cool. So that makes up all of them, all this edition. Pretty decent edition, except for the, it has the special edition. This is the special edition version of the widescreen. And I think I did that wrong. Packaged it wrong. It's alright. And I have a couple more here. This one was the answer from George Lucas to the fans. It's his appreciation for all of our dollars and our time and effort into watching all of his movies. He gives us a crappy copy. I know it's a Laserdisc version of this movie because I've got a Laserdisc version. So it's not any better than, maybe a tad better than a VHS copy. All the fans were screaming for the uncut version that he got rid of in the Faces edition of the VHS, that he was never going to pour it over. Well, he decided to give us all the middle finger and really give this to us like, hey, if you want it, this is what you get. That's all I'm going to take time to produce for you because I didn't like this edition. I don't... this is from George Lucas's mouth, or what I think he would say. This is the one that I didn't want to come out with, so if I'm going to come out with it, it's going to be the crappiest edition I can give you, just to get you fans to shut up, is basically what he told us. And we're going to let this be the only edition that we're going to come out with. See, it says limited edition on the front. Well, it comes with, this is the artwork on it. The artwork ain't bad. I got nothing against the artwork and the actual packaging of itself, the spine and the back here. That's all good and dandy. But you had to get the original, the one I just showed you in the other DVD section. You get the special edition with it. And of course, he puts, this is the one that's the Laserdisc copy of the old VHS ones that was uncut, that he didn't even do any kind of cleanup or anything on. He just slapped it on a disc and said, screw you fans, this is all you're going to get. So he did the Empire and Return of the Jedi the same way. You get a special edition of disc and the crappy copy of the Laserdisc, and we appreciate you, the fans. And I ended up just getting one of them after I saw that, because I just, it just basically show how much he appreciated us. And I understand they're his movies. I understand that completely. That's all I hear. How they're his movies and he can do whatever he wants to. But these are not the ones, or the ones that he showed on here he could have made a better version of these easily. And he could have made tons of money doing it. And he could have made a lot of people happy that's been there with him from the beginning. And to do us that way is a severe slap in the face. You know what I'm saying? That is a bunch of fans that have collected his different versions of his films. He could have at least acknowledged that we existed, that we deserve the money that we've put into these, to at least see a version of the uncut that is up to snuff, not just a poor imitation of the most crappiest edition you can get. And I don't know if that was just what he meant by doing this, but I took it that way. And now that they had their big 40th anniversary down at the Orlando, the Star Wars celebration, everybody was hoping against hope that he might just think this much of the fans, and give us a 1080p version. And I know Disney owns them now, but there's something there. They've got something where they're not going to release them until he passes away or something. There's some reason that Disney will not release the uncut versions, which I know that 20th Century Fox owns the rights to the Part 4 no matter what. They had to sell the rights away to get that. Not even George Lucas can pry it away from 20th Century Fox. But they get the Empire Strikes Back and they get Return of the Jedi in 2020. Disney does, that gets the rights back, and they'll be able to do supposedly whatever they want to with them. If they want to release the original version, they should be able to. But apparently they don't have that right to be able to do that now, and they can't work out the right with 20th Century Fox, or they've got some loyalty, 20th Century Fox, to George Lucas, where they will not go against his wishes. No matter what the fans' wishes are. And as far as a company, if Disney does have the right to be able to release the uncut editions, this is a company that loves money. And most movie companies do love money. They're leaving money on the table. They're leaving money out there that they could, if you put out the uncut version against his special editions, any special editions you want to, I don't care if you put them in 4K, the uncut version is going to win. It's going to make more money, and it's like he doesn't. They like the movie companies or him do not want the money. He hates the cuts of the movies that he released back then because he couldn't do the special effects the way he wanted to. We understand. We don't care. We love the imperfections of the special effects, and still most of it holds up to today. There might be a few that's questionable, but I mean, you should have released these to the fans. This is the way we watched them, the way they were made. I mean, you could go and say, George Lucas has been on record as saying that Citizen Kane should be in the format that it should be released so his kids can watch the way it was when it came out. He's not even doing that with his own movies. I mean, he keeps changing them. And you're just making your older fans, I mean, everybody wants newer fans. Yeah, I want the special effects to look great. You still got those out there. People can buy those and where they tie in together. But these are the ones that are our memories, not the future generation's memories. You made these movies. You made them. Everybody loved them. Nobody's going to laugh at them. These are people that love the copies of the movie, the uncut special effects, the uncut scenes. And that's the ones you should be targeting. That's the ones you should be taking care of. And I understand billionaires, you're all billionaires and millionaires and so forth, and you got plenty of money. And evidently you don't need any more. And you don't care about whether the fans are happy. Because you come out with the 40th celebration of Star Wars, not a line about the original cuts. It's been 40 years since the movie came out. And we haven't got a decent cut of these movies. And this is ridiculous in the day and time that we live in, that you can't get out a decent copy of these movies. I didn't think I'd get this upset about it, but it's just ridiculous. I've paid, you can add up all the monies from the beginning time that when I started watching these movies to all the DVDs and all the Blu-rays and all the Laserdisc and everything, all the merchandise I've ever collected, toys, whatever, and you can't tell me that you can't come out with a decent edition for the fans, the people that bought the stuff, the people that care about it. You have your celebration, millions of people down there celebrating you, celebrating the Star Wars stuff, and you can't even make them happy. This is one fan that is truly upset with that. And it's like if you mention it, it's you're asking too much. Oh, they got them in a vault somewhere, and they're going to put them together someday, and we're going to see them. I guess I'll see them before I die again in a decent print. Maybe not. But who cares? They've made their money. They keep making their money. I like the new stuff. I like some of the things he did on the special edition. But I love the movies that I watched when I was 9 years old. I would say, he's 9 years old. He wants it back when he was 9 years old. I want the original movie that I watched. These special editions aren't the original movies. They are made to fit into his universe. I understand that. I am not thick-headed here. I'm just talking about loyalty. People that's been there, fans that have been there for you. And you act like it's unachievable that we can get a decent copy. And they can make up every excuse they want to. Like he said, they destroyed all the scenes that they manipulated and they can't get them. That's a bunch of baloney. That is a bunch of baloney. That's another slap in the face. So you can have your big conventions down there, and you're going to make tons of money off the next movie, because I'm definitely going to go watch it, even though I'm mad right now. But someday, you're going to tick off enough people that they're not going to watch your movies. And in the way that you've treated the original fans that were there from the beginning, it's despicable. Disney, Lucas, whoever owns them, 20th Century Fox. For companies that want to make money, you're trying to find a way not to make money. Well, anyway, all I can say is I hope that somebody sees this and will take into account us for a change. They can sure come back and ask us for $1 when a new movie comes out, when a new edition comes out. They can sure come back for that, but they can't respect us enough to give us something that we've been crying and whining, and hey, that's whining, okay? We whined about them. We've done everything in the world to get you to understand that we want these editions, and you just don't care. But anyway, that's my response to, I know it was going to turn into that big of a rant, but it's just aggravated me more as I thought about it. But anyway, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Tell me your comments on the whole thing. Tell me if you think that the fans do or do not deserve to have the copies. If George Lucas is the only one and Disney doesn't have the control, whatever. I would like to hear your comments. And I appreciate you watching, and I'll let you go, and goodbye.